Hi guys, it's Patty with Patty's Paper Design. How are you today? Doing well, I hope. I don't have a whole lot of time here this morning. This is Monday morning, about 11:55. I have an appointment at the body shop to have my car looked at. And I'm getting a later start than I had intended. So I know I promised to give you a look at my signatures to the 3 journals I'm working on, but honestly I'm not going to be able to do that. But I am going to be able to do the other things that I said I was going to do. I do have time for that. So I wanted to show you this here mason jar that we were working on in our last video, and I couldn't get the ribbon tied the way I wanted it, and so I just opted to put these 2 little tails on. And then I glued down this little yellow flower, and I think that looks really cute. So I'm happy with that. And this one here, I told you I thought I was going to cut this out and leave a little border of this brown paper, which I did, and I like that. I think that looks good. And then this here is the tag that we stamped, the 6x6 piece of paper that we stamped. I cut it into 2 tags. And then this here, if you recall, we made the 2-page 4-pocket little thing where you could put a journaling card in. I mean, not a journaling card, a tag on either side. Like, all right, come on, I know it will go in there. There we go. So this one is going to go into my sunflower art journal. And this one's going to go into my summer journal. And the one that we made previously is going to go into my autumn wishes journal. And then I wanted to show you some fabric that I picked up. And Julie, if you're watching, I especially want you to, this is especially intended for you. I was at Joann's looking at fabric because I quilted and did other kinds of sewing and you know, that kind of thing for many years, but I gave most of my scraps away. So I needed to get some stuff. I didn't have any fall fabric at all. I don't have any Christmas fabric at all. I'm going to have to pick up some of that too eventually. But I saw this, and I immediately, the first thing that went through my mind were the flowers that you watercolored. Aren't those beautiful? And then here's one with leaves and acorns. And then here's another one that's more whimsical that has leaves and acorns on it. And when I saw these things, I thought of your watercolor. And I know there are journalers that have licensed their own fabrics. And so I was just wondering if you had given that a thought about your watercolor art. So anyway, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with these. They're not going to be covers for the journals that I'm working on, but I might use them as fabric flips or ruffles or something. So there's that. Then I promised to show you the Roxy challenge. I think it was week 33 Roxy challenge. And so this is what it is. See, I don't need that. This here paper was running low on ink, so kind of messed up the whole deal. But I don't want to use that side. I want to use this side. Okay, so, and I don't want to use that side. I want to use this side. So what we do is, now let me think this through, because I want this to be the front. So that means, if I'm thinking correctly, that this will have to go this way. Okay, so this is really very cool. This is going to be so cool. We need some glue here. We're going to glue these two pages together. Now, this is an actual 8 by 11, 8.5 by 11, but I've trimmed off the white pieces, so it's probably more like 8.25 by 10 3/4. This one I trimmed the 11.5, the 11-inch side down. So it's probably, let's see, it is probably more on the order of 9.5, looks like maybe. And so you can, ideally you don't want to use two 8.5 by 11s because that would make your end product too large for your journal. But you can go smaller. You can even go shorter, and that would be fine too. And what we're going to end up with is we're going to end up with two pockets. Two very large pockets. So we want to make sure that we're lined up good here. And I'm going to, I know you can't see me at the bottom, I'm pretty sure. So we glue this down like this. And you try to have your pages even when you cut them, so that when you glue them down they're even, but I see mine isn't really exactly even, but I'm okay with that. That's not a biggie. So then you turn it over, and then you want to fold the edges over about, about like that, however much that is. What is that? That's about 1/2 inch, I guess. So you want to do that. I'm not real good at folding straight. I try, but it seldom works out the way I want it to. But that doesn't look too bad. And then you're going to glue this down. And this is just to kind of like create a little bit of a gusset for your is that what I want to do? Is that right? I think I want to glue it this away. I think I want to glue it that away. I don't want to glue this right now. Okay. Forget the gluing for now. We'll do the gluing later. But we want to go ahead and fold over about 1/2 inch on this side. And then what we want to do is we want to fold over. Let's see, how do I want to do this? So you have to kind of figure what you're doing. You don't want to have this in the center of your signature, because this is going to sew into your signature. So you want to avoid that piece. And I hope the way I'm doing this, it will show up where I want it to show up. Okay, so we're gonna do this like so. And then we're going to fold this over. And you don't want them to touch, but you want to leave just a little bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch or so you can put your signature in. And then it isn't going to turn out the way I wanted it to. I should have put this page on this side. I'm not happy about that. Well, no, it wouldn't have worked anyway, because I would have had this page on the front, and I didn't want that page on the front. Oh well, this will not be my first page then. It will be inside inside somewhere. And that's okay. We'll do something else for the first page. We don't know exactly what, but it will be something. All right, so let's go ahead and get these glued down. So we'll just put glue all along here. Cat hair. That's what happens when you have animals. You find their hair all over the place. Oh, and I should have glued over here too. Would have been easier if I did that before I glued this part down, but I didn't. We won't make that mistake on the next side. And we do this little deal here. And then I'm gonna put glue on here now so that I don't forget. And then we'll do this over here. Stick some glue in here. Now you got to make sure you pay attention to the direction of your pages. I mean, I know you know that, and I know that, but if you're like me, sometimes you don't do that. Sometimes you don't do that, and you'll glue your stuff down and find out, uh-oh, I got that upside down. Okay, so we've got that all glued, and then we want to go ahead and fold it in that little bit of a open space. And I really should be waiting until it dries a little more, but I can't wait because then it would be too late. So it's going to fold right there in that middle place, right here. And that's where you're going to be sewing it into your signature. And so this will be one side. It'll be just as tall as your signature. I mean, if you make it this tall, you could make it half this size. You could make it that tall, or you could make it that tall. You know, you can make it however tall you want. You can make it however narrow you want. But you just got to be careful that you don't make it too wide, otherwise it won't fit in your signature. So we want to go ahead and put some little pull holes in. And there you go. And then you can decorate the front if you want. I mean, this here part probably didn't need a whole lot. Maybe, you know, maybe some lace or something. This part here probably needs a little bit. And I'll get to that when I start decorating the inside of my journal. So this one's going into my summer journal. And then, where's my... Well, I'm sorry about that. She saw something outside. Let me pause you. I'm sorry about that. I think she was barking at the trash truck. But anyhow, I put her outside. It's a very nice day out. It's very cool. So hopefully she'll stay out there long enough for me to finish my video. I think she will, because I'm just about done. So, okay, so this here one's going into my summer journal, which is the one that I downloaded from the Junk Journal Studio. And then this one is going to go into my Sunflower Art Journal, which is the Stamperia kit that was the August kit for the Mixed Media Minnesota subscription I have. And then this one is going to go into my Autumn Wishes journal. And I know you probably are thinking that doesn't look like autumn. And no, it doesn't look like autumn, but it goes with the colors of my kit, of my, I don't remember what, Autumn Wishes. It was an odd company. I can't remember the name of the company that the kit's from. But anyhow, but these colors are in there, especially this brown. This brown will go with the page that I'm going to stick this next to. And these blues will go with the page that I stick it next to. So, I think it's going to be real pretty when it's done. It won't be your traditional autumn kit. I mean, it's going to have leaves and pumpkins and different autumn type things, but some of these background pages are not going to be your exact traditional autumn thing. And I got this from Gail Augustinelli. These are her, I think both of these are her magenta eco papers, I think. And then she's got one that's pastels. This might be part of the pastels one, I'm not sure. But I think they're pretty, and I think they'll go just fine with the kit, with my journal. After I get it all decorated up, it'd be beautiful. So this is all I have for you today. And then next time we will start off with a look at the signatures and the fabrics that I'm going to use for the covers. So that's what we have planned for next time. So you guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully the weather's good where you're at. Hopefully you're doing well. And if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'd really appreciate that. Being a new YouTube creator, it's really pretty hard to get, you know, new people looking at your videos unless there's comments and likes and subscriptions going on. So every time someone gives me a like or a comment or subscribes to my channel, that just gives YouTube the indication that, hey, people are looking at this. Maybe we ought to make it available to more people on the YouTube and have it run in their YouTube feed and that kind of thing. So anyway, that's all I have for today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.